Hey everyone, I wanted to do my final part on my Schrade SCHF9, the modifications I've made. If you've watched parts 1, 2, and 3, I go through basically doing the handle scales and some of the reshaping to the top edge of the knife and stuff like that. This is going to cover the sheath. On longer knives, I don't like drawing the knife from the sheath because I typically draw it up into my clothes. When I'm kneeling and squatting, it's just an awkward motion to do that. So I had the idea to pull the knife from the sheath by rocking it forward out of the sheath. You can see that the top here is open, so that's what allows me to do it. Put my foot on here so I can show you. So if it's on my belt, I just pull it forward like that and bring it out of the sheath. It's a little imperfect. I typically still resheath the knife by sticking it in. Originally, I'd hoped that I'd be able to stick this in and then rock it forward. I think what I need to do is just build a little bit of a ramp here in order to accomplish that. As far as the other things going on here, this leather part, I've got 2 loops here. And when I'm putting my belt through this, then I go through a belt loop, then I go back through this. And that is to keep the sheath from rotating around my waist so that it doesn't go towards my back or forward, more into my groin. It keeps it on my hip where I want it. And other than that, just ferro rod with fat wood handle. And this is probably a first iteration of this. I would still like to be able to sheath the knife by rocking it back into the sheath. So if I do a version 2, I'll put out another video. And anyway, oh yeah, for those of you who've watched the first 3 parts, you may have noticed I also sanded off the scales just to add some more tactile grip to these scales over what was it was pretty slick before. Anyway, I like that a little bit better. I like the way it looks a little bit better. Hope this is helpful, and if any of you decide to tackle it, let me know. I'd love to see what you come up with as far as improving on the things I've done here. Cheers.